China has recently imposed strict export restrictions on rare earth elements. These elements are crucial for a wide range of advanced technologies. This move has sent shockwaves through the US defense industry. The US military relies heavily on rare earths for its most sophisticated weapons systems. These elements possess unique magnetic and conductive properties. They are indispensable for everything from lasers and radar systems to jet engines and missile guidance systems. China's dominance in rare earth production gives it significant leverage over the US. China controls approximately 90% of global rare earth processing. This control is a result of decades of strategic investment and lax environmental regulations. The US, on the other hand, outsourced much of its rare earth production in recent decades. This short-sighted pursuit of lower costs has left the US vulnerable to Chinese pressure. China's recent actions are a stark reminder of the risks associated with relying on a single source for critical materials. The US is now scrambling to reduce its dependence on China for rare earths. This will be a long and difficult process with no easy solutions. One of the most pressing concerns for the US is the impact of China's rare earth restrictions on the Next Generation Air Dominance, or NGAD, fighter jet program. The NGAD is designed to be the US Air Force's Next Generation Air Superiority platform. It will incorporate cutting-edge technologies, including advanced sensors, stealth capabilities, and potentially even directed energy weapons. Rare earth elements are essential for all of these technologies. For example, samarium cobalt magnets are used in the NGAD's high-performance electric motors. These motors power the aircraft's control surfaces and weapons systems. Neodymium magnets are used in the NGAD's radar and electronic warfare systems. China's export restrictions could severely disrupt the NGAD program. The US currently lacks the domestic capacity to produce sufficient quantities of these critical materials. This shortage could lead to production delays, increased costs, or even the cancellation of the NGAD program altogether. The potential grounding of the NGAD program is a major blow to US military superiority. The NGAD is designed to counter emerging threats from China and Russia. Without it, the US Air Force risks losing its technological edge. The US government is now scrambling to address the rare earth crisis. One immediate step is to increase domestic production of these critical materials. The Biden administration has invoked the Defense Production Act to accelerate the development of rare earth mines and processing facilities in the US. However, building a secure and resilient rare earth supply chain will take time. In the meantime, the US is also exploring other options such as stockpiling rare earths, diversifying its supply sources, and developing alternative materials. The US is also working with its allies to reduce their reliance on China for rare earths. These efforts are a step in the right direction, but they may not be enough to offset China's dominance. China has a significant head start in rare earth production. It is also willing to use its control over these materials for geopolitical leverage. The rare earth crisis is a wake-up call for the US. It highlights the dangers of relying on a single source for critical materials. The US must take decisive action to secure its supply chains and reduce its dependence on China. The implications of China's rare earth power play extend far beyond the NGAD program. Rare earths are essential for a wide range of technologies, including smartphones, electric vehicles, wind turbines, and medical devices. China's control over these materials gives it significant leverage over the global economy. China has already shown its willingness to use rare earth exports as a weapon. In 2010, China restricted rare earth exports to Japan following a diplomatic dispute. This move sent shockwaves through the global economy and highlighted the dangers of relying on China for these critical materials. The current rare earth crisis is likely to have even more far-reaching consequences. It could lead to higher prices for consumer electronics, slow down the transition to renewable energy, and even hinder medical advancements. The rare earth crisis is a global security threat. It underscores the need for international cooperation to ensure secure and sustainable supplies of these critical materials. The US must work with its allies to develop a coordinated response to China's actions. The world cannot afford to be held hostage by China's rare earth dominance.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Always Mabel Canada. and click the notification bell to get notified every time we upload all the amazing videos. See you next time.